What's up YouTube, it's Zapdos TCG here, and thanks again for tuning in for another TCG video. Today we are continuing our post-rotation content, and we're gonna check out some deck lists that did really well last season, and then we're gonna update the decks because as you know, starting on the 1st of September there will be a rotation from the sets from Breakthrough all the way to Evolution, so Sun and Moon onwards, and a ton of cards will be rotating out. So we're gonna replace those old cards and we're gonna include new ones, and we're gonna find out if the deck will still work. Okay, this is Buzzwole Lycanroc. If you have not heard about Buzzwole Lycanroc, you've been sleeping under a rock, under a Buzzrock, because this deck did incredibly well last season. It dominated the season. Then we got Diancie, Prism, Star, and Beast Energy thanks to the Forbidden Light set, and it became even better. But now we're gonna check out, because on the 1st of September a ton of these cards will get rotated out. First things first, Regirock EX is not in this list, but could also be included in a list like this, but also gets rotated out. Strong Energy gets rotated out, Octillery gets rotated out, Max Elixir gets rotated out, Floatstone gets rotated out, Super Rock gets rotated, you get the point. Half of the deck gets rotated out. But today I'm here to save the day, and I'm gonna let you know that Buzzwole Lycanroc will still be a very solid deck after rotation. Why is that? Well, we're just gonna dive into the deck. Of course, the newcomer in the deck is Regirock. This is not a Regirock EX, but this is the one with enhanced stomp, because it deals 20 damage plus 20 more if it has a tool card attached. Sometimes if you have a choice, man, boom, 70 damage out of nowhere. Of course, this can be very deadly, because of course with Diancie Prism Star, that's 90 damage. That's a very solid attack for a single energy, so I included one Regirock. Most people run 3 baby Buzzwoles. This time around we're gonna play 2 baby Buzzwole GX to, this is a little list based on the tournament results. So as you can see, the Pokemon lines don't get affected too much. The only thing that Buzzwole Lycanroc loses is Octillery. Octillery is the main draw support of the deck, and it's very sad to see it go. It was easy searchable with Brooklet Hill getting that first turn Remoraid, and then you get an Ultra Ball the next turn. Boom, out of nowhere with Ultra Ball you can get your Octillery, and you can just draw cards and get your cycle rolling. Even late game ends, Octillery was here to save the day. The good news is that N gets rotated out as well, so do we need Octillery as much as we wanted to? Well, this is going to be difficult. Sometimes you don't even get Octillery out because it's a 1-1 line, but Octillery gets rotated out. What are we going to replace it with? Well, for consistency purposes, we're gonna add in one Oranguru. You never know when it might come in handy if it's on the field. And then we're also gonna include another Lycanroc. So we're gonna have a 2-2 line of Lycanroc GX, which will help with consistency purposes. If you can get that first turn Rockruff, a dangerous rogue is never far away. I know Max Elixir gets rotated out, which is unfortunate, but we're gonna have some options available to us in order to get the hang of it. Of course, as you know, this deck is very solid because of course it relies on Bloodthirsty Eyes and the spread damage of Jet Punch, or maybe with the Sledgehammer attack. Also, now to the supporter line. The supporter line is going to get changed a lot, because Sycamore gets rotated out, as we've talked about it in every post-rotation video. This is a very solid card. There's 4 copies in here, the most aggressive draw supporter in the format pre-rotation. Now we're gonna have to say goodbye to it, unfortunately. What are we gonna replace it with? Well, there we have 4 options, actually 4 slots, thanks to that Professor Sycamore. Of course, you can always try out Weak, but nobody does that, so we're gonna just throw it away. There is options of Tate and Liza. I don't know if you have noticed, but Tate and Liza is one of those cards that lets you shuffle your hand to your deck, and then you can draw 5 cards, or you can just simply switch your active with one on the bench. This could be an option as well, but we're not gonna include it. We are gonna include something else here. So we have 2 copies of Cynthia that we're definitely gonna include. 4 copies is a must nowadays because consistency is key, and we're gonna have 4 copies of Cynthia. Now we need to have 2 more cards that we're gonna include, and that will be 2 copies of Copycat. Copycat is amazing, definitely against decks that draw a lot of cards. Most of the time, a lot of decks will have a huge hand side. Think about Zoroark, they will trade, and they have a large hand side. Well, we can just use Copycat, check out how many cards they got in their hand, and just draw that same amount of cards. First we shuffle our deck, actually our hand into our deck though, so 2 copies of Copycat, and then N gets rotated out. Very unfortunate. We do need to get some disruption going on, so I do think 2 copies of Judge is sufficient. You need to just disrupt the opponent's hand if they have a large hand side, and with N, this is nice in the late game. We have to say goodbye to it, unfortunately, so today it's gonna be the Judge, of course. 2 Copycats, 2 Judge for Cynthia. that is going to be the Buzzwole support line. Of course, 4 of the Guzma, that's something we're still holding on to. Next, moving on, we are gonna lose our float stones. Could be worse, I guess. Everything attacks for 1 energy, although Diancie Prism Star might get stuck in the active, but attacks for 1 energy, attacks for 1 energy, attacks for 1 energy. Unless Lycanroc, this could also be stuck in the active, but if you evolve into Lycanroc, you just use the Bloodthirsty Eyes or you attack with it. Also, Oranguru might get stranded in the active position. So float stones, we have to say goodbye to it. So a lot of things are going away in this deck list. As mentioned in previous videos, we have Escape Rope and we have Switch. We're gonna run 2 Switch and 1 Escape Rope just to make sure that we don't get stranded in the active position too much, so that's what we're gonna put in the list. Next is going to be very painful for the deck, Max Elixir. Max Elixir is also the reason that this deck has like 10 basic fighting energies, and then even with the 5 special energies, that's a lot of energies just because of Max Elixir. Just to have those attachments when we need to, we have to say goodbye. I don't know how it will impact Buzzwole. It will definitely slow down a lot, although we have B-String, so maybe we're gonna include another B-String here instead of the Max Elixir, so 4 copies of B-String, so we can abuse. As soon as the opponent has 4 or 3 prize cards remaining, we try and spam the B-Strings in order to still have that aggression with Knuckle Impact of Buzzwole GX, or maybe with the swing around of Buzzwole, the baby Buzzwole. So yeah, 4 Max Elixirs going away, very sad indeed. Also, what are we gonna include? We still have 3 copies, or actually 3 options left. Well, you can run Enhanced Hammer. Well, actually, these are the cards I'm doubting with. Definitely gonna include 1 Acro Bike, although is it needed to draw into the resources? Maybe you draw into your Acro Bike quicker, but we do have Cynthia, we have Judge, although Judge and Acro Bike do work very niftily together. Yeah, I'm not gonna include Acro Bike, definitely try it out for yourself. If you are having trouble with drawing, although Artillery is not around, definitely gonna put in 1 Acro Bike. I'm just putting it, better safe than sorry, right? Also, Super Rod gets rotated out, leaves us with an extra slot, but more on that later. So, we're gonna include 1 copy of Field Blower. Why 1 copy? Well, a lot of Zoroark decks will be running the weakness policy. Definitely the pure Zoroark list. Well, we need something to still have access to hit for weakness. Well, Field Blower gets rid, of course, on that annoying weakness policy. Next is Enhanced Hammer. You slow the Zoroark decks and even other decks that rely on special energies down because of the Enhanced Hammer. And then we have Multi-Switch. I am doubting between Multi-Switch and what was it again? The card that I was doubting with. Where did I put it? Well, it doesn't even matter too much because Multi-Switch is amazing. Multi-Switch makes sure that you can just get that energy onto your Lycanroc and you can swing around, actually use that Dangerous Road GX very niftily. As soon as you get an energy onto a Buzzwole, well, you just put it onto the Lycanroc the turn after that, and out of nowhere you can get that Dangerous Road GX. So I do think I'm gonna include 1 copy of Multi-Switch. Then we are gonna get rid of the Super Rod because it gets rotated out, so no more having your basic energies back in the deck. Well, no trouble because a lot of these supporters don't discard, so don't even mind too much losing Super Rod. We do need Rescue Stretcher to get our Pokemon back, so we're gonna put 1 copy of that in here. Let's see, we actually lost quite a bit here. Let's just check out what we lost so far. We have Super Rod, the Max Elixirs, the Float Stones, the Sycamores, the Ends, the Artillery. So yeah, that's a nifty amount of cards here. You could include another copy of energies and stuff. So let's see here. We have everything we need at the moment. Let's see. Next up is the strong energies. Those get rotated out as well. Dealing 20 damage to the active Pokemon with your fighting types was just so good. An energy to the Buzzwole, getting your Diancie out, bam, heading for 70. Well, that's not possible anymore. Strong energy gets rotated out, so we need to find kind of the solution here. So what are we gonna use? Well, in my theory, there is now 10 energies in the deck. We do run 4 beast energies, so including 1 energy to make it 11 is not a bad idea. So we're gonna have 11 energies. Then, in a format filled with special energies, where there's no way of getting back your special energies, think about Special Charge getting rotating out in the format, also with the Puzzle of Time getting rotated, even banned and expanded. Maybe running an extra Enhanced Hammer will help us out. So we're gonna put in another Enhanced Hammer, so we still have 2 slots left in the deck. I am still doubting what to include next, so I'm just gonna look over my cards. We still have 2 slots that we can fill here. I think maybe running an extra Acro Bike could be a solid inclusion, or maybe another Buzzwole could also work out in my opinion, or maybe a Field Blower number 2. First things first, we're gonna include another Acro Bike. I was afraid of including Acro Bikes, but now that I see that I have that much room in the deck, I'm gonna include another one, and now we have 1 card remaining. The options are kind of limitless. We have everything we can possibly choose for the deck, but I'm doubting between another Buzzwole GX or a Rockruff. We do have Rescue Stretcher, so I'm doubting to just put in the Buzzwole GX to have the pressure. Mew EX is rotated out. Garbodor with the ability lock is now gone, so Garbodor will see a little bit less play. So I do think this is going to be a nice way to just play Buzzwole Lycanroc. As you see, this is the new updated list, so let me know in the comment section what you think about Buzzrock in the post-rotation format. Do you think it will still see that much play? Is it going to still be dominating? Even though before the strong energy and all that stuff got rotated, it was still good because of Diancie. So just thinking about it definitely makes it me a little bit hopeful for Buzzwole Lycanroc, definitely because Zoroark is the best draw Pokemon in the game, so a lot of people will be playing Zoroark, and you do hit for weakness, so maybe you can add up the Field Blower count now that you know that everybody will be playing Field Blowers, actually will be playing weakness policies. But let me know in the comment section what you think. What would you change about this current list? Also, if you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to demolish the like button as always, because you know I always appreciate that and it helps out the channel tremendously. And that's it for another post-rotation deck list video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what deck you would like to see next, and that is something I'll be featuring on the channel very soon. Anyhow, this was TCG. I wish you all a very fantastic rest of your day. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.